let's try this live thing one more time. Some of you guys may have seen it last night, but doing it again for real. So far nobody's here, but we'll see what happens. Hey, one person's here. All right, so now I actually have to do something entertaining, I guess, right? What's up, single person that's here? I think I'm missing a bolt for what I'm trying to do, but whatever, we'll figure it out, I guess. Maybe I've got it and I just don't know. So, if you don't follow me on Instagram, the CV axle boot on the Volvo ripped, and I think that's because trying to have the lift that I have and the adjustable camber is no good. So I took out the spacer, and I'm just going to leave the struts, bolt them to the camber plates, and sort it out later, I guess. Really what I should do is probably a subframe spacer to get the geometry more correct, but they don't make them for the P80s, and I could figure it out, but I'm just not really in a position to do that right now. I don't know if the P2 spacers work. I haven't been able to find that out yet, so whatever. I'm just going to lower the front end and go with that. All right, we're getting some people here. Cool. This is my first live, so I don't know what I'm doing. So just be easy on me. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm doing the driver's side strut right now. I'm trying to put you guys in a spot that's kind of central to what I'm doing, so I'm not holding the camera and trying to figure this out, but so far I haven't done a good job of that. So, yeah, I guess just let's get to bolting this thing back up. If I lower this. And I could do that so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So, yeah. Can't do that by hand. I was not organized enough for this. This is why I just film everything and then show you guys later, because I'm not good at this. Look, I have it right here. All right, one down. All right, so that's at least in. I could show you guys what's going on with the axle, I guess, because that was only on Instagram. What's the name of the car do you have? Nope, this is not a Mercedes. It's a 2000 Volvo V70 XC. So like the OG cross countries, kind of. And right now I've got a lift on it. So you can see the custom coilover. And then over there, you can see the spacer that I made. And I put camber plates on it because I was trying to correct the camber. It was like really positive camber. And I think the lift combined with trying to correct that camber tore my passenger side CV boot. So that's what I'm trying to do now. I got rid of the lift, at least the spacer, and then I'm just going to run the struts for now, or the coilovers for now, and sort it out later because I got to drive the car and I got to put an axle back in. So I can show you guys the boot there because that's the main reason we're here right now, is trying to swap out the CV axle. So let's get that wheel off and I can show you the boot. Kind of hard to see in there, but yeah, the inner joint, the boot just split. Did you play any sports? I used to cycle before kids, and I guess I also used to snowboard before kids. I played baseball in high school, but I don't know. I never really liked it. So these days, it's just working on the car and ride my bike and snowboard when I can. Which is not, whatever, it's fine. Plus, once the kids get a little older, I can probably do more of that. My oldest just started riding on 2 wheels, so, you know, breaking my bike out a little bit, going on short little rides with them, so that's been fun. Yeah. All right. So I know we were just on the passenger side, and I was showing you guys what was going on with that, but I want to get the driver side buttoned up first, just because I took that apart, and I like to just work one side at a time, but I wanted to show you guys why we were here. All for that CV axle. Luckily, I've got a spare one, so I don't have to like reboot that one tonight. I just have to swap in the spare, which is kind of why I have it, because it's just like, they're hard to come by. Rebooting them is a pain in, you know, rebooting them is a pain to do like quickly. So, so I figured I had the option to get a spare. I think I found it in the junkyard or something, and I was just like, screw it, I'll just take it because it's perfect for something like this. Old hardware. Oh, we're down to 0 people. 1 person. I gotta go, but check out a sub. See you later. All right, well, I think they're gone, but thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. All right, now we're just down to 1 person. I don't know how long you've been here, but I am getting rid of the lift, part of the lift that was on the car, because I tore my CV boot. So we're kind of undoing some work that I did and was happy with, but clearly the axles weren't happy with. So, guess I could bring you down here if you want to watch some strut work. Putting the strut back on. Sorry, just trying to angle you so you can see. trying to line this up and stay out of view of the camera so I can kind of do both here, and it's a struggle. I'm assuming because I took out this giant spacer, I'm going to wind the coilover all the way up to try to give me as much lift as possible so I don't have like a giant rake on the car, but I don't really know that that's going to be avoidable. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I'm trying to just get this thing back together. Excuse me while I go get some tools. Oh, they are like the oblong. Know what I didn't do? So with the P80 Volvos, if you guys aren't P80 owners, there's just a slight camber adjustment here. So basically you push this all the way in. I've got the camber plate up top that I'll have to adjust too, but I didn't remember to push that all the way in. So you want to just push the knuckle in while you tighten it. I'm not killing those because those do have a torque spec. I'm pretty sure these are stretch bolts. I don't actually know, but I know they have a torque spec, and I like to torque the strut to spindle bolts just because it's a suspension component, you know? I mean, it's connecting everything, so I like to make sure that it's correct. We can go get a pry bar and a torque wrench and the spec for that. So I figured tonight was a better night to go live than last night because I don't have to compete with Monday Night Football. I don't know that I can compete with football. I can't compete with football. Let's be real here. Right now I'm just trying to find the torque spec for that because I know that it's got yeah, 48 foot-pounds and then 90-degree angle. I knew there was a small spec and then angle tight. So yeah, the angle tight always indicates stretch bolt as far as I know. And I've reused them occasionally, but I've taken these on and off quite a bit, so I did buy new hardware just because, whatever, cheap insurance rather than the bolts failing or something, you know, walking out on me. You don't want that. Let's see here. That's... all right. How the hell would I do this? I do this last time? Oh, you know what? I won't be able to do that because it's connected on the other side. And the other side is currently a different height. So I should go and disconnect that. Just to be able to button that up properly. So a little slippery from all that CV axle grease. Ugh. All right, and back to the other side. Where did you learn all this? So my dad was a diesel mechanic, his whole life, I guess. But worked on everything. I mean, I don't think my parents ever owned a new car. So basically him, but he was never into Euro cars. Somehow my brother and I managed to get into that. But not to say that they're all terribly different, but yeah, he was more into American stuff and rides a Harley and things like that. So yeah, he was always wrenching on stuff. I kind of learned from him a little bit, and then I really took off when I moved out of the house because I didn't want to pay people to do things because I knew how to do it, or I knew my dad knew how to do it and whatever. So that's when I really started working on my own stuff. Was I bought my Mark IV Jetta and basically had to just learn to do everything on that because I didn't want to pay somebody, and also, I mean, I bought it in 2012, and at the time I had a really low paying job, and getting anything done at either the dealer or an indie mechanic is expensive. So yeah, just basically that. Yeah, had a good head start, I guess, from my dad, and then figured out a lot of stuff on my own once I was on my own. Now, I just want to torque these bolts. It's working. Wait, 48. There we go. All right. Picked up this digital icon torque wrench, I don't know when, but it's been really nice mainly for the angle stuff because I mean a non-digital torque wrench will do that just fine, do a foot pound or Newton meter just fine, but the angle stuff is always hard to take into account, especially when you're working with limited space. Like these are 90 degrees, 48 foot-pounds, and then 90 degrees, and it's like, well, I can't get a 90-degree arc. The car isn't high enough off the ground. The fender's in the way. The wheel well's in the way. So it's been really nice for that kind of stuff. All right. All right. got to double check the end link. Because you hate when those are loose. Start rattling, you gotta pull your wheel off just to tighten that thing up. I think that's the same size as this. Nope. All right, those are torqued. That's tight. I gotta do the bolts up top, but I won't do those now because I wanna see how this looks, I guess, with the camber. So I gotta adjust those. So yeah, so I guess we're done with that side for now. All right, so on to the mess. Being that there's only a couple people here, sorry to leave you guys hanging, but I think I'm gonna end the live stream because I actually want to film the axle removal. Got my camera over here and my light set up. And being that I'm bad enough at a live stream as it is, I don't need to mix in trying to manage two cameras. So thank you guys for checking it out, whoever was here. I know this is my first one. If you guys liked it, leave some comments or shoot me a message or something. I'm definitely willing to do more of these kind of like wrenching videos while I film while I work, or I can just do like a sit and talk. That's probably easier for me because I'm not trying to multitask. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this little bit. I'm gonna get to filming that stuff and swapping out that axle. I got this spare one here that I got to throw in. So, all right, cool, Jeremiah. Appreciate it. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for checking out the video. Appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get onto this because I'm hoping to drive this car tomorrow. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys want to do it again, let me know. Leave a comment or something on the video. I'll have it posted. So thanks a lot.